each transaction comes a sweet satisfaction as I cement my place in history. It's just another sale to this comic selling alpha male.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to I Sell Comics, a weekly comics report with Mike and Ming, broadcasting live from Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, 65 Broad Street, Red Bank, New Jersey. My name is Ming Chen. Sitting next to me, Mike Zapcic. Everybody, Mike Zapcic.
What's going on, Ming? Hello, everybody.
Manager,
how we doing?
Badass, podcaster, you name it, he's done it. And if he hasn't done it, he will do it. Mike Zapcic, everybody.
I'm going to do it. All right. What's going on, Ming? How you doing? How's everything?
Everything's good. Everything's good. Just bummer, man. It's sad news,
yes,
man.
Sad news
we got to start out with
the
this
comic
whole,
world. Yeah, it
sucks,
huge.
man.
And it's one of those things. I was talking to somebody was texting me last night. Our friend Darren Tucci was out there, and he said, "Man,
Pressing Matters LLC."
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, Mike, I'm assuming you heard the news." And I was like, "Yeah, it sucks." For those of you, for the uninitiated, George Perez went on his Facebook page yesterday, or his representative went on, and said that George is battling stage 3 pancreatic cancer.
I mean, he's dying.
Yes,
Dying. It sucks.
He was given 6 months to a year, and it punched me right in the stomach. It was like, oh God, because I mean, I'm not.
And you don't take a punch very well.
No, well, yeah, actually, I do. I take a really good.
When was the last time you took a punch?
I grew up with 5 older brothers, dude. I learned
like
how to
still
take a punch.
like at Thanksgiving, you took a punch.
Still,
punch to the face.
They're like, all right, whose year is it? Dave gets the carve the turkey, and Mike takes the punch. There we go.
Oh, your brother Thomas punched you? Because I can't see
my
like
God,
I throwing
yeah.
that guy
Yeah.
can punch.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't look like he can throw a punch.
He was
I'm gonna
pretty.
be honest with
He
you.
was big back in the
I
day.
love you,
yeah.
dude, but like
Yeah.
I know. All right.
It was like a punch in the stomach, but I read on, and here this is the guy. This is what George Perez is in essence. He said, you know what, I could go through chemo and I could prolong my life by 6 months. He's like, but I mean, I looked at the odds, and he's like, I'm making my peace with everything I have to do, and I'm taking my steps to go out with as much dignity as I can.
Yeah, it's inoperable, and
Yes.
I don't know if you've been to a hospital lately, but what do you do at a hospital? You fucking wait.
No, you wait to die. is
Yeah,
what you
basically.
do.
So,
And he's just like, I'm going out the way I want to go out. And not only that, but this is
What
the
a guy,
thing that
man.
kills me. He says, I'm going to have my manager take care of all the people, get them their money back. And who thinks of this?
well,
He's like, I want to give you your money.
That's who.
Not just a professional, but a really sweet and caring guy. He cares about his fans. He's like, I can't get these things to you. I can't.
Yeah, he had commissions. He had
Yeah,
a long commission list.
A huge commission list. And he's like, I'm going to make sure you all get refunded. That's, and what kind of who's going to be dick enough to go and like, this guy owed me money. He owed me a commission. I paid him. It'd be understandable.
they're out there.
Oh, I know they
They're
are.
out there.
Especially with those internet muscles. But that's the kind of guy he is. And he wants to do one last con so he can, sign a couple of things and hug the people that he meant so much to.
Yeah.
And that kind of choked me up yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, talk about an amazing person. So, he's he and his lovely wife Carol were on Comic Book Man. They gave me a sketch which hangs proudly in my house. It's right in my living room.
One of a kind, priceless.
One of a kind,
customized.
He
just
gave
for
us
Mike
a
Zapcic.
shirt. He and Carol gave us one of his most famous con
back
shirts.
there, isn't it?
The lamb chop.
I think
Yes,
it's literally behind us.
the lamb chop shirt.
Yeah.
He retired it from before he retired. He retired it. He stopped. He's like, I'm not going to wear this anymore. And I mean, I'm going to make sure that it's behind the counter, but I'm going to put it in a place of honor. So, I mean, not that it's not in a place of honor now, but I want more people to see it. So he is just George and Carol, my love and best wishes go out to you. I hope that
I would say build a shrine to him, but this place is kind of a shrine to him, or just through his many
shrine to
creations.
everybody. So yeah, to comics. So horrible news, but here's this guy, and talk about grace and dignity, and that's how he decided to go out. So George, anything we can do. You just have to call.
I don't
think I'm going to get a phone call.
I don't think there's anything we can do. He's probably not calling you, but
right. I doubt it.
But we had to mention that. Well, this sucks for several reasons. One, he's an icon. We'll talk about in a second.
Right.
Secondly, he's an alumni of the show. So look at that guy, man. Look at that, the
like I
legend.
said, he and his lovely bride Carol. I've followed George. George is one of the reasons why I fell in love with comics in the first place.
Yeah, look at this. It's the back of your head.
Yes.
Wow, look at how dark your hair is. Look
I know,
It's a lot of dye, man.
That's a lot of
that's a lot of hair dye right there.
Yeah, that's like 12 pounds of hair dye.
But look at this. This moment right here is it's priceless.
I actually gave him a hug after that.
Did you?
Yeah,
you leaned over.
No.
You leaned over and grabbed him and pulled him in.
No, after we stopped filming, I gave him a hug. He is just one of the sweetest guys ever, and not just the comic world, but the world is, losing somebody very special.
It's pretty awesome. I think you said you stood in line to meet him once before.
I
that,
did.
Right?
I stood in line
like
for 4 hours.
4 hours. Do you have art? Did he?
I do. That's the Yellow Jacket.
Well,
you want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
you have
bring
it right here?
It's right here. Of course I do.
All right. The Wonder Man is at home.
Yes.
Formerly hung for many years at our studio before it started flooding, and we were like, this is not a good environment for a priceless, one-of-kind work of art. Although your place has been known to flood as well. Oh, yeah, that's the Yellow Jacket. That's awesome. That was the one you got at Wizard World Chicago?
I got this at Wizard World Chicago in 2001, and I heard that he was going to be doing sketches, and I budgeted. I'm like, a George Perez sketch, headshot. I figured like $300. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm more than willing to pay that. And
I don't think it was $3 though, right? It was fairly reasonable, if I remember.
It was nothing. This was when he was working at CrossGen, and CrossGen was picking up the bill. I was like, holy, because I'm standing online for
Probably
4 hours.
Why they're not around anymore.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why.
Sorry, CrossGen. I was like,
this was
$50. It may have kept you afloat, but that's not my business.
Yeah, and God bless you, CrossGen.
Sure.
You brought. They hired everybody exclusively, and so George was doing that, and it was great. He is the master.
Why Yellow Jacket? Out
Why
of
not?
The many, like possibly the thousands of characters that he drew, sometimes all on the same poster or page.
The tens of thousands of characters he's drawn. I was trying to think of somebody that's
unique.
That is unique. That not a lot of people would ask for. And I'm sitting there going, do I want Wonder Man? I'm like, I would love to have Wonder Man, but everyone's going to ask him for a Wonder Man.
Lo and behold, you got it anyway.
And I got it anyway.
Fate, destiny.
So I was
Vision would have been cool.
I love the character of Hank Pym before they made him into a wife-beating scumbag.
It was many years ago. But
it was, and Hank Pym's got. I love the way that George drew him and the Wasp, and I was just like, you know what, this is really cool. Yeah, because I forget. I think it was Avengers Annual number 9, where he drew the Avengers versus the Squadron Sinister. Mm-hmm. And Hank Pym for the Wasp's birthday, he was putting together. No, was it her birthday or was it their wedding anniversary? I think it was her birthday.
No.
He was putting together like a diamond that was Dr. Prism's or Dr. Spectrum's Dr. Spectrum's prism. That's what I meant to say. Dr. Spectrum's
pressure.
And he's sitting there, he's welding all these pieces together, and doesn't. This is a villain's weapon, and he doesn't think that maybe this isn't a great idea. Here's this one of the top 10 most brilliant minds in the Marvel universe, and he's like, well, you know what? I'm going to give her a villain's weapon.
Yes.
Why not?
Well,
what could go wrong?
Talk about pressure. You get that. Oh, it's like, wow, look, honey, look what I got you. It's like, oh, I got you. I got you a tie. How do you match that? How do you match that? That's just a crazy. Talk about one-upping all kinds of, it's crazy.
Gotcha.
It's crazy. Were you able, did you see, after the episode, did you ever get to see him at a con or anything?
I met him at a bunch of cons. We met him down at Baltimore when we were doing the
Cryptozoic Man?
The Cryptozoic Man, yeah. He was there, gave me a hug, and just, hey, how you doing, Mike? What's going on? What a great guy.
You still got that artwork?
Yeah.
You still got that shirt?
Yeah,
still
hold
in the
on
store?
to it. Yeah, hold on to it.
That
So.
was 2016, so that was
Yeah.
about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I see him annually. He did a couple of New Yorks after that,
Right.
but the man loved Dragon Con. The man
Yes.
loved Dragon Con. I always saw him in line for. There's a party called the Bunny Hutch. It's
I have no idea
it's
what
a
it is, but
it's a Thursday night party where everybody dresses. The ladies usually dress up in some kind of cosplay Playboy bunny outfit.
Okay.
The men kind of usually lean somewhere toward like Hef, the silk robe, but also in cosplay. It's a fun party, but I always used to see him waiting for the doors to open for that. So the man loved the bunny.
He's kicking the doors open.
Yeah, and then he would have a table. So I believe this is either 2018 or 19. It's about either 2 or 3 years ago. So, it was. I think he stopped doing shows. I think his eyesight started failing. Right, he had diabetes.
Yeah, diabetes. He had some leg problems. And
problems?
His eyes. He did undergo. I think he had macular degeneration.
Oh man,
I might be
that's-
mistaken, but
okay.
he had surgery on one eye and then he had surgery on the other one, and he was still doing commissions.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I wanted to get one, but I didn't want to like take the space of anybody else that would have gotten one. But I think the thing that struck me is that he had this little notebook and all these character names in it. I was like, "Hey, what's that notebook?" He's like, "Well, I write down every sketch I do,
Yeah.
like which character I do." And I'm like, "Dude, how many notebooks do you have?" Like,
He's got
it's
a
gotta be
bunch,
like
I'm sure.
like a ton of them.
He's
I
like,
love
I've
that
got a
he.
garage full.
I love that he's like baseball. He kept stats.
Yeah.
On the
I was the
commissions he
only
did.
Yellow Jacket that day. He said, I don't do many Yellow Jackets. Not too many people ask for Yellow Jackets. And I'm like, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Everyone online's like, hey, can you do Captain America? Can you do Iron
sure,
Man? Can
sure.
you do... And I was like, I want Yellow Jacket. He's still a founding Avenger, so...
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So, Godspeed. Hopefully, I mean, it sounds pretty dire, but
Yeah.
Talk about bravery, man.
Yeah.
And-
He's a guy who... I mean, he could have been silent about it and could have just...
Yeah, and that's like, hey, peace out. But
Yeah.
he was like, hey, here's what's going on. If you paid for a commission, you're getting your money back. I'm not going to put it up to him to go to another con. That's a lot to ask of a man. It sounds like he really wants to do it,
But he
though.
wants to do it, and you know what? I mean, I fucking hate cancer, so fuck cancer.
I mean,
Cancer
have you
sucks.
met anybody who likes cancer?
I don't know.
I don't think I've
know.
never met
Big
anybody who likes
tobacco?
cancer. No, because then they mean that means their audience is dying out.
Well, they're
dude, so-
stupid because it's a catch-22, and
Yeah.
big tobacco does love cancer, so
Yeah, I'm also thinking if he does do kind of, I imagine it'd be somewhat major. I'm trying to figure out what it might be, and I have no
I
idea.
think somebody out there. You know what? We've got friends in the industry. Mike Broder should be like on the phone right now.
I'm
with
sure
a bunch
everybody-
of
I'm
people
sure
trying to
everybody's-
scramble to put together a con for George
PerezCon.
PerezCon. Yeah,
It's not a bad idea.
hell yeah.
I'd go to PerezCon. Would you go?
Fuck yeah.
You're going?
kidding? I'm hoping
You
to.
better get PerezCon. Give you want a table at PerezCon?
No, I don't
Comic
want a
book
table.
man.
I'm a
You just wanna hang?
fan, man.
You're a fan?
Oh my god. I would love to.
Would you wait 4 hours again?
I would wait 12 hours.
Okay.
For George, I would wait, if the line started today and I would hire someone to wait for me because it's cold outside sometimes. But
God, I just
and I got work, so
this memory just popped up in my head. It might have been the last time I saw George. C2E2 2019.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, which is ironic because I'm going to C2E2 tomorrow. I had a table. I was next to Svengoolie, MeTV's
Gotcha,
Svengoolie. The master of the macabre,
yes.
or whatever. He's got a tagline.
Master of the Chicken, Rubber Chicken.
Yes, big fans of ours. Loves comic book men.
Oh, he's a great guy.
And Svengoolie doesn't leave Chicago. I think he's got health problems, so he can't
Right.
fly. So usually he'll do all the Chicago cons, and we're talking. Up comes George, and George, huge Svengoolie fan.
That's awesome.
So I was talking to Svengoolie, gets a photo with him. He's geeking out. Svengoolie's geeking out. I'm just kind of watching from the sidelines. And then George and his rep leave. And about 10 minutes later, I noticed there's an envelope on my table. It's maybe about yay thick. And I was like, that looks like money.
that looks like not my money.
I've watched enough movies to know what that is. And I was like, well, this is... there was only one person who was here in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Who would have made that fat stack?
Who would have made that fat stack? Yeah. So, I make sure it's safe. And I'm like, well, shoot, I got to go return this to the owner.
George!
I end up calling the guy who runs Artist Alley. I was like, hey, I think George left something behind on my table. I think he's gonna want it back.
Yeah.
And they come back. He's like, "Oh my god, thank God!" I thought I was panicking. I was like, "George, I got you, man. I got you. I'm not."
Ming Chen's got your back, George Perez.
Well, I mean, listen, lesser man who maybe were not brought up on the heroes that George represented and drew.
Yes, exactly.
Could have been like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see nothing.
I don't know nothing. Yeah.
I didn't see nothing. And it's like, oh, that stack of Hulk 181s. Oh yeah, I just got those. Yeah. Look at this, 7.0. What do you think?
Well, yeah, nice, right? Yeah.
I got a 7.
Hey, can you sign this for me, George?
He says
they add insult to injury,
right.
Not just stealing the man's money, but having him sign shit that you just bought with his money. That
right. Oh, by the way, is your commission list open? I'm gonna take like 10 of them.
Yeah, here you go. As a matter of fact, how much will this get me? It's like, what?
that envelope looks familiar.
I drew a picture on that.
God, I just remembered. Oh, God, I wonder if I still have the text. I'm like, I might. It's had I care.
You took a picture of the fat stacks? Yes, Stephen Sweet.
Yeah, here it is.
This is Yellow Jacket.
March 23rd, 2018. Hey, this is Ming. Did George leave his stuff on my table? Yeah. Anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, could you just let him know that he should not poop himself because it's a fat stack.
It was about...
Yeah.
But it's...
Not singles.
No,
Not singles,
they weren't
folks.
singles.
No,
they're probably Benjamins.
You remember that?
Maybe Alec, who was it, Jackson? Andrew Jackson's under 20. May have been Jackson.
Might have been Andrew. Alec Baldwin on all the singles. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't want to call myself a hero or nothing because I'm not. It's just
you are
Return to
not a
Man
hero,
thing,
but that was a damn nice thing you did.
Well,
so
I would hope maybe he remembered that, and
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, as well as his time here on Comic Book Man. I'm sure he had.
I'm hoping he had a great time on Comic Book Man. That would
sure, he had a great time. Oh well, no, I know he had a great time. He talked about it whenever we saw him. So
awesome.
I can confirm this.
He's like, I love New Jersey except for that time that I had a heart attack at that stupid con.
Yeah, there was,
oh my God.
There was that,
yes,
wasn't
that
there?
Was
was a con. I think he was leave. At least he was. I think he was leaving. No, he just got there.
Just gotten there.
Right.
It was
He had a mild heart attack and could not attend the convention.
No. The Death Con.
Well, yeah, this con had been known. Herb Trimpe, right?
Herb Trimpe died the day after. Oh my goodness.
So we were like, I don't know if you want to. Yeah.
I think that's why we stopped doing cons for our own health reasons.
Well, not all cons are going to kill you. That con?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And, we weren't invited, so.
Yeah.
That's
well,
also a good one.
George, if you hear this, and I know sometimes you tune in, we're behind you, of course, as is the whole world.
Yeah, of course, yeah. The entire
like
comics
James
world.
Gunn posted a tribute. Like everybody did.
Oh, my God, he was so he is so influential.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about him in the past tense. I want to talk about him in the present tense. He is so influential in comic books.
Just name it.
He is one of my top. He may be. No, he is. I'm going to put this out there right now. He is my favorite comic book artist.
Wow.
So,
that's,
he took you know what? I started noticing things, and this is what made me like a Marvel maniac back in the 70s, was he would put little details into his backgrounds that nobody else thought about doing. John Byrne would do stuff like it later, but he did it first.
Yeah.
There was it was Avengers. I can see it clear as day. Avengers 160. The trial of the Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper put Vision and Wonder Man on trial because his brother Wonder Man, Simon Williams, came back from the dead in Avengers 151, and the Vision had his mind based on the brainwaves of Wonder Man. So he wanted to find out which one of these guys was really his brother. And so he put him on trial. And Wonder Man's standing there looking up because he's standing on these pipes. And he's like, Eric, what's going on? And in the background, you see a hand, a gloved hand that's made out of stone, just broken off. It's a broken, like a statuary hand.
Right, the hand broke off.
Yeah, and it's from a fight they had with the Black Knight. The Black Knight had turned to stone, and he came and he was pissed off. The reanimated body of the Black Knight that was made out of stone came and kicked the Avengers' asses, except for the Vision.
Right.
And the Vision had like beaten the crap out of him, made him break up. And there was that hand. You're like, holy crap!
Like you drew that in there, like
you
a
put
little
that
detail.
in there, that detail that was that one little touch that means so much. And I was like, holy crap! This is a callback to 3 issues ago when they ran out of the
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, and amazing. That's just George Perez.
Yeah.
The stuff that he would put into his background's phenomenal.
That literally like 3 months later, and he was like, "Wait a minute,
Yeah.
I think I know.
Yeah, I know.
Should
what
put this
that's
back
from.
here."
And he's also he would do the Kirby dots. Nobody did Kirby dots like Kirby. George Perez did Kirby dots very, very well as in addition, and his Ultron was more menacing than anybody else's. So.
Yeah, a lot of love here. Steven Sweeney, think about Secret Invasion and all the stuff in the background. He started all that.
Absolutely. Yes, Stephen. He sure did.
And Dennis, watch him send the leg of a 6 foot, 6 inch Wolverine. Oh, 6 inch, yeah, little figure.
Yeah.
That's why he's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
that's awesome. And Carl Perino, love the Perez run. Fantastic Four.
Absolutely.
My introduction to the best comic artists of all time. Yeah. And then and we were on TV with him, immortalized.
Yeah.
That'll be forever.
That's forever.
Yeah, and
So-
he did that for you, which
And
is
I'm very proud of that. And all like I said, all my love out to George and Carol. So
yeah. Well, I mean, if he does get out, I'll be there for sure,
Yeah.
wherever that might be.
yeah, exactly. As soon as he announces it, I'm going to pull as many strings as we have to pull to get there. So
Hey, you got a couple strings you could pull.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So.
All right, Charlie Cox announced back in the MCU.
Yes.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
I mean, I had no doubt. Did you?
No.
I think they're gonna bring all those guys back. You don't just
Mike Coulter. I think that would be awesome.
I mean, maybe not Finn Jones, but
You know what? Maybe
But
Finn should be studying martial arts right now. If you do that, maybe they'll bring you back because you had the look of Danny Rand, but you just didn't have the moves of Danny Rand. So
right. I mean, do you think they'll bring back Iron Fist in any capacity?
they should. He's a great character.
Okay.
I think it'd be really cool to see him interact with Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, Shang. I keep saying Shang because 40 years of conditioning, folks. Shang-Chi would be great. Them actually mixing it up and fighting to a standstill.
Sure.
That's-
And Power Man Iron Fist, that's fun, man.
Yeah, it is
It's
fun.
awesome.
It was a lot of fun back in the day. So why not? Why not bring him back?
Yeah, I see them bring back Bernthal as a Punisher. He was
Disney Plus
great.
might be a little bit difficult to do because it's so gritty. But if they brought him back with the white boots,
Okay. Is the white boots make it okay if he's knifing people in the neck and like
I don't
ripping
think that-
people's throats out?
I don't think you'll see that. That's the whole thing. I don't think you'll see because I mean, have we seen much in the way of like actual, insane gore like the Punisher is famous for?
No, I
don't
guess
think
not
so.
on Disney. I mean, what's the Punisher? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, let's
I'm with
one
you.
step at a time.
Yeah, I
I think Charlie Cox did a great job as Matt Murdock.
He was fantastic.
His supporting cast was great. I hope they bring all those guys back. I'm hearing D'Onofrio's coming back as
I heard as well.
Kingpin. There are rumors that they're going to make him more Kingpin-y, I guess.
Kingpin-y?
But do they need to? I thought he looked great.
He did look great. How can you do that? Like one of those
A suit?
sumo suits?
Pretty much, yeah.
And just that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I thought he looked fine. I think anything more, no pun intended, would make him look too cartoony.
Yeah.
If they blew him up even more. And I don't think it's a rumor anymore, but I think Matt Murdock is in No Way Home. I think
Yes,
there's been
yeah.
some leaked shots. He's
Well,
Peter
they
Parker's
leaked
lawyer.
that picture of him, so
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, I had no doubt some, if not all, those guys were coming back. You know, just build up 2-3 years of
No,
a
you
story.
can't. And I'm
do
hoping-
that great. They did a great job.
They did. I'm hoping we see more of Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones. I think she's a great character as well. So, and that's three. Wasn't that 3 seasons, or is it 2 seasons? No, 3 seasons.
Of Jessica Jones?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was 3 seasons. I don't know.
I think it was 2.
All right, then it's 2 seasons. Sorry.
2, and then
There's somebody out there
and then
too.
Defenders. So you
Yeah,
kind of count
Defenders.
that.
All right, so that's
2.5. 2.5. Yeah. But I'm glad. I mean, you just don't put out such a great show. It's like, well, that's it. Well, except if you're comic book men, then
Yeah.
put a great show. It's like, well, sorry guys, that's it. Well, hey, maybe we'll come back. Not in the MCU, but
Oh, I would love to come back in the MCU. And
How?
I think, dude, if Kevin Smith exists in the MCU, and we have confirmation that he does,
sure.
then so does comic
Or
book
it's Captain Marvel, yes.
Yeah. So Captain Marvel cemented Kevin's place. Kevin is a comic book man.
Yeah.
He's one of the 5. So we exist
Sure.
in the Marvel universe by
Wow.
that logic. So yes,
That's awesome.
yeah, that's great.
Speaking of Shang-Chi, they announced they're going to do a sequel.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? It
And
made $20 billion.
TV series? Did it? I don't think it made $20 billion.
It came close. It was one of the top.
$20 billion?
No, I'm saying
Well, hold on. Let's look at the box office. here.
probably like $300 million. Let's say 300 million. All right, I'm going to let you get the exact numbers.
I am, but I think the more surprising part is that we're going to do some kind of TV series as well, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
431.9, not bad, not bad at all. That's
I was off by $131 million.
You're off by a little bit. It's,
Dennis Connon says CBM could take over Stan Lee's cameos in the MCU.
no,
No. No. If any, I think one comic book man should. I think Kevin Smith should take over all the cameos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think that would be proper and fitting. Stan loved Kevin, so
I think Stan would highly and
He'd endorse
wholeheartedly
it.
endorse this.
Oh, hell yeah.
First of all, and I think Kevin's supported comics ever since he
oh
was.
my god, of course.
Everyone knew him as Kevin Smith.
He was like one of the very first nerds,
Yep.
nerd writer directors out there. So
I think, for a while, I think anytime you talked, you even uttered the word comic, was like, oh yeah, Kevin Smith. Like Kevin Smith, he likes comics. He
Yeah.
loves comics.
And even Tarantino was never like, banging the drum as loudly as Kevin did. So, and,
No,
like-
although I love that he did a rewrite of, was it Crimson Tide, where he talked about Mobius versus Kirby's Silver
Right.
Surfer. It's such a, like, holy crap, they're talking comics.
It's a deep dive, yeah.
Pretty early on.
No offense. No, actually, no pun intended.
No pun. No,
Plenty of offense meant. Holy crap.
Yeah, but I'm excited for more Simu Liu, more Aquafina,
Yeah.
more Shang-Chi, yeah, for sure.
Oh, they were fantastic. Yeah,
Totally
Michelle
be down
Lau
with
was Michelle Liu. Is that how you say the her last name? I've been saying it wrong.
Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh.
You're not even
I'm like,
close.
Lou.
You're not
But
even
you said
close.
Lou something in there. I'm like,
I
whatever.
did
Michelle
not say
Yeoh.
Simu Liu.
Simu Liu.
Shang-Chi. Michelle Yeoh.
And
is,
that is the greatest story since Luna Lovegood, of someone who was, hey, I want to be Shang-Chi. And didn't he just post a tweet and that was it? And they're like, yeah, why not?
he did post a tweet saying, "Hey, how about something like to the hey, how about more Asian characters in the MCU?" Like, I don't know if that. I mean,
And they're like, all right, put your money where your mouth is,
Yeah.
pal.
Well,
we're gonna cast you as Shang-Chi.
I
He's
think
like,
it was his work on
Yeah.
the amazing sitcom Kim's Convenience that
Yes.
may have gotten that landed him the audition, plus a number of other factors.
Actually,
but-
my kid watched Kim's Convenience and
Hey,
Fresh
you should
Off the
watch it.
Boat.
It's great. Fresh Off the Boat is also great.
Yeah.
But Kim's Convenience is way, way underrated. I mean, it was out in Canada, so that's why not a lot of people down here. So, but it's on Netflix right now.
Damn
so
Canada. So I will. Kim's
Definitely check it
Convenience.
out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
I might just put it on today.
Yeah, you should. You finished Master of the Universe Part 2.
Part 2,
Your
fantastic.
opinions.
Oh my
Your
God.
opinions.
Anybody, you know what? I heard
I
a
didn't
lot
see
of
any complaints.
No,
So
not one. And that means that the people who were complaining either fucked off or got with the program. they got it fast, or they got out of the way.
yes,
So I thought it was amazing, and I thought the arc with, and I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but Evelyn's arc was fantastic. So
yeah, Savage, He-Man. That's
yeah,
all.
it was pretty savage.
3 words or 2.
Yeah.
He-Man's 1 word, right? He-Man. That's 1
Yeah,
word.
you can
2 words.
Let's say
Savage He-Man.
yeah,
Langway. He kills people.
he did.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Well, he's savage. What do you want him to do? Maim them? Just injure them slightly?
And that's one of the things that I loved about this take on He-Man is, I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. I had aged out by that time.
Sure.
By the time He-Man came around, I was 15 years old, not playing with toys. This didn't, it didn't speak to me the way it spoke to younger audiences.
it didn't speak to me either, but
I gotcha. And-
I've said that publicly, but it spoke to a lot of people.
Yeah, and it did. But this was the very first time that they're like, hey, let's make a cartoon, and it's just a commercial for the toys.
Yeah.
So, and they had He-Man. He met a bunch of superheroes in the DC universe. Well, Superman. He met Superman. That's all you really need to know.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. So he was sort of the amalgam of Superman and Shazam
Yeah.
of Eternos. So I loved this iteration because there were stakes. There were actual stakes.
Right, and I mean, like, truth be told, like, all these guys were trying to kill him. So you're trying to kill me, I'm going to kill you back. I
Yeah.
mean, that's all there is to it. So,
Well, if you ever watch either What If or Hawkeye or anything on Marvel, the Disney Plus, there's casual murder.
sure.
There you see, and it's so funny because I was doing a body count. If someone gets hit with a shield in the head,
Oh yeah, your
made
your
of
skull,
vibranium.
Your skull is crushed.
yes, made of vibranium,
Your
traveling
brain
at that.
is applesauce. It's
mush.
hamburger.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's so you do a body count on that, and just like 1, 2, 3, 4. Captain Carter in What If takes out an entire squadron of Nazis.
Sure.
And they're Nazis, so you're
Yeah,
like,
it's okay.
okay,
It's
yeah,
okay.
it's fine. Nazis can die.
Yes.
She killed an entire platoon, and people are like, no, they're all unconscious. I'm
No,
like,
they're dead.
You know, they're dead.
No, they're dead.
Yeah, yeah.
But they were
So-
all bad.
Yeah, so that makes it all right.
Yeah, that makes it okay.
Exactly. So 2 wrongs, 1 right.
That makes it okay. Hawkeye, no spoiler. Have you been watching it?
I have been.
It's-
I have not seen today's. Today's Wednesday. It drops today.
No, I was
but
too
I've been
busy prepping
watching
for the show,
and
but-
so it's amazing.
They nailed it.
Yeah,
They nailed
did.
it.
And that's also, this is the avenue in which Wilson Fisk will be back in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, so we're going to see him first here then.
I believe we already have
Really?
seen him. So
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
he adopted in the comics. Wilson Fisk adopted Echo after her father was murdered, and she was indoctrinated in violence.
Yes.
She's a deaf character in the comics,
Yes.
and here she's deaf and
She's back and a badass.
yes, and she's got a prosthetic leg.
Yes.
So, which is cool as hell. So in the comics, you'll see, or actually, you should read those comics. They're it's pretty cool.
I highly agree. If you're enjoying the Disney Plus show, come in here to Chen
Yeah.
Secret Stash, pick up the Matt Fraction, David Aho trade paperbacks.
Yes, which is
all of them.
it'll
But you
be-
can start. There's a hardcover, right? It's a nice, it's a sweet hardcover. If you want to go, don't go there.
Oh my
there's
God,
some
that's,
softcover trade
no,
paperbacks.
That
It's out of print?
Yeah, that omnibus is long out of print.
Oh man! All right. Well, pick up
Sorry.
the trade paperbacks. Then.
Yeah.
They're amazing. More in depth. Amazing artwork. More Kate Bishop.
Right. Stephen Sweet asked, I love that storyline. That the Echo. That was right after Kevin's run.
Yeah.
I believe it was David Mack and Joe Quesada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joe
so-
Q. Joe Q. If you have not watched it, I put it off for a while. I don't know why I've been jonesing.
Which one?
Hawkeye.
Oh, my God.
I didn't watch it the first night it came out. I was too busy, and then finally I was like, it's like because I didn't want to like start it and then get distracted and have to stop it. I wanted to watch everything.
I
right
got
through.
you. I
wanted to drink it all in, and then after I saw the first 3 episodes, I went back and I started watching them again.
Cool.
It's like I got
Yeah.
I got to check this out. I got to make sure this is real, man. That I'm not making this up. And yeah, they did a great job. I mean, Jeremy Renner is Jeremy Renner, but the Kate Bishop. Can't remember her name right now.
Haley Stanfield.
Stanfield, yeah, she's great.
She's amazing, and she's from like one of those like kid shows, right?
Somebody threw it out there because
I don't know
I
much
believe
about her, but I think
she is.
She is a revelation. She was fantastic in the first 3 episodes.
Hell of an actress.
Yeah, amazing.
Hell of an actress.
We're seeing. You got to see like an almost cameo of Wilson Fisk. A lot of people are like, oh my God, it's Echo. The thing that nobody's talking about is the swordsman.
Yeah. Oh, Sean Touchbar. True Grit. She's in True Grit.
True Grit.
Awesome
Okay,
in
cool.
True Grit. So thank you.
But for me, I was like, wow, it's the swordsman.
Dennis Cunningham, Pitch Perfect. Okay, thank you. We got
There you
our
go, okay.
our own personal IMDb's.
Beautiful. All right, guys.
Thank you
What
guys
else was
so
she
much. just copy and paste
Some
our
guys
IMDb.
like, she was in the shower 12 minutes ago. It's like,
That's
wait a minute,
not
dude,
what we meant.
we don't need to know that.
That's not what we meant.
No.
That's not what we meant.
No, please don't stalk Haley Stanfield because of us.
Don't stalk anybody.
Don't stalk anybody because of, don't
for that
stalk
matter.
anybody. That's pretty firm. So
Yeah, for sure. What do you know about these many X-Men titles coming on 2022? They're calling it Destiny of X. Is there anything you know about this? Is there anything you can tell us about?
yes, I can tell you that the Council of 12, I believe the Council of Krakoa, they refused to bring Destiny back from the dead. So I think Mystique, who is a member of one of the councils, is kind of pissed off at them.
Okay.
So they don't want to know what the future brings. They don't want to have anyone with precognitive abilities. So that to me is like a little telling that there's some stuff going on that Magneto and Charles and Moira McTaggart are keeping under wraps. So, and isn't that an interesting thing? Because that was the catalyst for Civil War II, not one of Marvel's best.
I mean, no one really talks about it.
Yeah, no one talks about it.
Yeah.
Civil War II, in which Rhodey was supposed to be killed. Rhodey and Carol Danvers, James Rhodes, War Machine, and Carol Danvers started a relationship, and a precog Inhuman foresaw Rhodey's death, and they were trying to make a whole bunch of... They were trying to be more proactive in their avenging, and it was just like, we don't want to do this. And it's that slippery slope. And it's kind of cool because somebody had pointed out to me that the speech that Arnim Zola gives Captain America in when Cap and Widow go to Camp Lehigh in Captain America Winter Soldier, and he's like, we have infiltrated, and the people have to give up their free will willingly. And that's what the Sokovia Accords was. It's a selected group, superheroes, have to give up their freedoms, to make the world safer.
Yes.
And it's... Iron Man feels guilty because, in Civil War, it all comes down to it. Cap's like, no, it hits home to him because... This is what Hydra wanted. Hydra wanted everybody to be like, to be safe, I will give up whatever freedoms you want, which should never be the case. I mean, I'm not getting political here. I'm just stating a human fact.
Right.
We need our freedom more than we need security. So, and unfortunately, freedom ain't free. So you got to pay for it one way or the other.
We saw the whole result of that.
And you saw it in Civil War.
Yeah.
Well, you saw it in Civil War. We're seeing it in real life too. But I'm like I said,
good point.
Not trying to get all political
okay.
here.
Yeah,
but Cap was like, you know what, people have to make that decision for themselves. And he's like, I would do it because, you know, it's my responsibility to do that. But Spider-Man, Peter Parker, you're going to make him, you know, make him out to be the bad guy. And, you know, whenever something bad happens, they're always going to point to the people that are trying to defend it. Like, I mean, even in Civil War, you know, Wanda didn't do anything really wrong. That was Rumlow. That was Crossbones. He's the one who blew up. He's the one who had, and she just shunted it away. She just made sure that nobody on the ground got killed. But unfortunately,
the building came down.
And it's unfortunate, and it was unintended consequences. And you know what? It's like, you know what? They're trying to save your life.
So Mike loves collateral damage.
I don't. I would rather there be no collateral
damage.
Yeah, but unfortunately, when insane people take the law into their own hands, and this is the whole gun argument as well. You know, it's, you know, is it the shooter or is it the people who allowed him to get his hands on the gun? So, you know what? Then is the whole thing to get rid of the guns? There's got to be a compromise. You have to compromise.
Guns don't kill people. I do.
Yeah, that ain't right. No, you have never. From what I understand, you've never killed anyone. So.
No, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I will go through these 9 X-Men titles coming out in 2022.
Okay, talk to me about that.
Immortal X-Men.
Yes.
Marauders.
Yep.
X-Force.
Yep.
Knights of X.
Yep.
X-Men.
Yes.
Legion of X.
Okay.
Wolverine.
Yes.
New Mutants.
Sure.
X-Men Red.
You got it.
That should keep you guys afloat here for a while, right?
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully. It's a lot.
Yeah, I know. Let's have another number one. But I get it. They're trying to capitalize on the X titles, and
it's a lot.
I'm surprised there's not an X-Men 97 in there. You know, the animated series.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, dude.
It's good. Well, they did it already. They did it back in the 90s when the cartoon came out. So we'll see that.
Which I've been rewatching, man.
It's pretty sweet.
Disney Plus, thank you for buying Fox. So you
Yes.
can bring the magic of Jubilee and the Sentinels.
Yes, of course.
Animated back onto my
Onto your
my
TV.
personal devices. Yeah, I think they still hold up, man.
Yeah.
And then
oh my God, of course they do.
I still want
It's still
that.
the same. It's still the same. You know, there's racism and classism and sexism and all sorts of isms out there that
fear.
yeah.
You know, parents distrusting you. Blah blah
Of
blah.
course.
Yes, all that. One day, my friends. One day you're gonna walk into possibly one of our podcast studios. You'll come in. That 6-player stand-up X-Men machine will be in there.
All right. Okay, cool.
Mark my words. I don't know when.
House of the Dead, but
I don't know how we're getting that up there. It's very heavy,
neither.
but one
Okay.
day that's
All right, that's the dream.
It's kind of
Gotcha.
it's all I want many things in life. It's up there. It's up there.
And your Kiss pinball machine. Gotcha.
I could do without that.
All right. Then,
I can do without that.
I think Gene Simmons, Ming Chen is telling you go fuck yourself. So
No, I think he wants me to buy it. Right? I mean, then he makes money.
he wants you to buy the coffin at
All
a
right.
markup.
I feel like if he was going to tell me to go F myself, he would have done it when we met on Comic Book
I think he
Member.
did, but that's beside the point.
He did not. He did not. Finally, on my news list, look at these beauties right here.
Wow.
Tashin putting out, they're collaborating with Marvel, and they're putting out some pretty sweet editions.
Are these omnibus?
These are, I mean, they're calling them, like, what are they calling these? They have a name for them. The Marvel Comics Library Series.
Very
They're-
nice.
Yes, so...
So it is an omnibus.
yeah.
How much are they going for?
No price announced yet, so you
Of
know these
course
things
not.
are
Oh my
not cheap. Full color, extra large format. This will be the first one that comes out.
Okay.
First 21 issues.
Wow, yeah, that's an omnibus.
Then being followed up by Avengers Volume 1.
Wow.
63 to 65. And then
I'm sorry,
Fantastic...
53 to 65?
No, 63 to 65. Avengers Volume 1.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, they're doing it by years.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm like, issue 63 to 65.
No, they're doing it by years.
Christ.
Yeah, then
That's
Fantastic
very
Four,
specific.
61 to 63.
Of course.
And they're doing a Captain America. This is...
Are they doing the original Captain America or the Captain America from the 60s?
It does not say.
It doesn't say, all right.
It does not say.
Bastards.
But these are worthy of a Mike Zapcic type library.
Oh, my God, yes.
Although, I mean, depending on the price, which I mean, you get even with the wholesale pricing
Right.
that you enjoy here.
I already have them in.
I know that's
Omnibus.
what I'm saying, though, right?
So
That's what
we'll
I'm saying.
see. We'll see, Tashin. Man, you make things difficult for me.
Yeah.
You're always making things difficult. So this is I Sell Comics. So let's talk about comics.
What are you reading? You pulled out Batman 89 issue 4, which I actually did not read, but I love.
I figured this was going to be your go-to.
I know.
What was your go-to?
I love the Robin on the cover. I read Iron Man Captain America #1.
Okay, then let's talk about that. 'Cause I was just about to say we're giving no love to Marvel in the past couple of weeks.
It's been all DC. I guess
It's
has
been a lot of DC.
Well, Nightwing's been awesome.
Yes,
so
it
what
has.
are you going to do?
has.
Written by Derek Landy. Illustrations by Angel Unzueta. Yeah, the Lethal Weapon with with Iron Man, Captain America.
Yeah.
It's what is it? Opening pages. Iron Man has just bedded a woman. Then he ends up getting her a job at Shield.
No, why wouldn't he?
She ends up turning the tables and infiltrating and turning Hydra. So
Of course she did.
Yeah. So Cap's like, wait, who's this chick? He's like, well, this is all my fault.
Hello, system manager Julia Zapcic.
I helped to get her a job, and Cap's like, wait a minute, you slept with her, didn't you? So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Hijinks ensue. Puns, a lot of puns in this one too.
Oh my God.
So
Of course there are.
Yeah, and I like they don't take themselves too seriously, but yeah, and there's something I didn't hear that I had not seen in a while. The old editor's note.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
You demanded it come back, and it did.
I did.
man.
Veronica Eden is the villain that it kind of centers around.
Okay.
Her takeover, her infiltration of Shield, turning into Hydra is chronicled in, I believe, Winter Soldier and the Falcon,
Okay.
issues 1 through 5, which
Nice.
came out earlier this year.
Earlier this year, now
Yeah.
it's a trade paperback. Trade paperback came out this week.
Which is available here at
It
James
is.
on Bob's
Yes,
Stash.
it is.
Okay,
Yes, it is.
cool. Okay, good. That means I get to read it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But buddy cop. I like it when they like each other, but they butt heads. So.
Of course they do, because Tony's always dependent on technology, and Steve is not. He's dependent on himself. He's like, you know what? I was behind enemy lines when you were not even a glint in Howard's eye.
Yeah, I just love it. Iron Man's involved in a pretty serious fight, and Steve just happens to show up. It was like, well, thanks for the help. Like, I was in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I was in the neighborhood. It's like, thanks for helping out, buddy.
Thanks for kicking that
awesome.
guy's ass for me. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, no problem. Anything for you, Tony.
Yeah. Now the Batman '89 though, you should be picking up.
Yes, this
written
is,
by the same screenwriter, correct?
It's Sam Hamm and Quinones. I'm sorry, Sam Hamm and
Why do I want to say Joe?
I actually don't think you're wrong. I
Should
think
know
it is
these
Joe
guys, man.
Quinones.
Like some of these guys I've met. So.
It is Joe Quinones.
Okay, I think Joe. I think we had dinner.
Leonardo Ito is the colorist, and this is fantastic.
Does it continue on the story?
It does. It continues on the story, and we get to see stuff like
In the
Billy D.
tone-
Williams-esque Two-Face. And
man.
this is a new origin for a new Robin.
Yeah.
It's not Dick Grayson. It's somebody else, which I thought was pretty
Which
cool.
the costume looks pretty bad.
It does look pretty badass.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I like that they can now we can do it like how we want to do it.
Right.
Without the suits telling us
without
we got to
the
sell
studio
more.
heads, those
It's like,
freaking
no,
suits.
man. We got to sell more toys, man.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
No. All right, back to DC.
Back to DC. So this was I read Superman, son of Kal-El, and it's Jonathan Kent's first meeting with Lex Luthor.
Oh.
So we see it opens with Lex Luthor butting heads with the Justice League. They've done this in Justice League, the animated series, and it's a bait and switch, and it's really, really well done. And Luthor is, they catch him red-handed. And even then, he's like Mr. Smarm. He's like, I'm going to get out of this. So he's in lockdown, and Kal-El comes in, and he's like, what are you doing? You are arguably the greatest mind in the universe, and you're
Screwing
doing
it up, man.
yeah, and you're doing what with it? Your plan is what, to kill me? He's like, yeah, I hate you. He's like, what of it? He's like, you could be using your mind for so much more. And he's like, sit down. Actually, Lex is like, sit down. Let's play a game of chess. And he's like, no, I'm not going to play your games, Lex. And so Superman's like, oh, there's a kitten in a tree. I got to go. And so he goes, and Lex is like, you know what? He'll play my game one of these days. And so Lex gets out of jail, and he gets to meet Jonathan Kent, the new Superman. And because he goes and he buys up, and in a very Machiavellian way, he goes and he buys up the tallest building in Metropolis, and he wants to make sure that the shadow of his building falls over the Daily Planet. And so,
what a dick.
Yeah,
man.
that's a pretty dick move. But Jonathan Kent has a little something to say, and it's not just that the building does, but the sign, the big L, falls on the Daily Planet building.
Of course.
So, so he goes over to Lex, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, pleasure to make your acquaintance, young Superman." And he starts to play little mind games with Jonathan. Lex is like, "You want to play a game? Want to play some chess?" He's like, I'll play your game." He's like, "Here are the stakes. I win, or you win. I do something for you. And if you win, or if I win, you take the sign off of the top of the building." And so he's like, "Okay, let's do this." And he's so arrogant. He's playing the game, and they're having a conversation. And he challenges Lex to do better. He's like, "You know what?
Good luck.
All
with
these
that.
years you were trying to
that.
beat my father." He's like, "You never could do it." He's like, "Now you're facing off against me, and I'm challenging you to do better. Like, this is your planet. Climate change, global stuff is happening. You can do something about that, but you're not. So, and you're going to be around for it because you're going to, transfer your brain into a giant white monkey or, into, a huge robot. You're going to be around. So this is your planet too." And he's like, "Oh, and by the way, checkmate." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, while you were talking to me and so arrogant, I flew across town. I read every book that there is about chess, and I also watched a bunch of videos at super speed
On YouTube.
on your famous matches." And he said, "You fell into a pattern, and I was able to counter it. And that's my horsey, about to take your king." And he's like, "Son of a bitch!" And he's like, "Here, take down the sign." And he flew away. He's like, "This is going to be very interesting."
Checkmate.
So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Nice.
And there's one other. I only read half of it, but
Yeah,
it's still
Devil's
pretty
Reign.
cool.
This is one Scott Hoverman is very
Devil's Reign is
excited about this
me too.
week. Devil's Reign.
Yes, by Chip Zdarsky and I want to get the name right. And artwork, very well done.
Miniseries,
artwork,
one
by
of
the way.
6.
Yes, very well done artwork by
it smells good, too.
Marco Cicchetto.
That's
Cicchetto.
all right. You came close.
So Wilson Fisk is the mayor of New York, and we find out that there are kingmakers who are making sure that he stays in. And so Wilson Fisk has he places a zero tolerance policy on not just super crimes, but super feats of any kind.
Okay.
Anybody who displays superpowers is going to get arrested. So, and we're going to get into a bit of a Civil War kind of thing where there are
Damn.
Thunderbolt units who come
I
in and
look
take
at the
them down.
cover.
Yeah.
The
So
cover.
we've got a bunch of guys who are like, screw Wilson Fisk. And Captain America is a duly deputized agent of the law. So I think he's...
No, man.
I don't know.
That's all kind of conflict.
That's where I
right
stopped,
there, though.
but there's big conflict coming.
Ooh, okay,
So,
that's awesome.
and Wilson Fisk is told Daredevil, and something has happened where Wilson Fisk doesn't remember who Daredevil is. I don't know what happened. Unfortunately, I haven't
one of
been
his
reading
greatest
Daredevil.
foes. Okay.
Yeah, and he's like,
Just
I
blocked
have,
it out.
I have this file that says Daredevil's secret identity. He's like, and it's gibberish. There's nothing in here that tells me who you are.
Right.
He's like, what did you do to my mind? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, it's called the secret identity for a reason, Wilson.
He's messing with him.
Yeah.
I love
so
it.
I'm eager to see where this goes.
Dude, pick that up.
Yeah.
For sure. 1 of 6. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Yeah, 1 of 6.
Awesome.
It's a half a year of your time.
Yeah. Anything going on this week? Next week, thanks to everyone who came out for the event. I stopped by for a little bit.
Yes, the event was fantastic. Thank you
was
so
fun,
much.
man.
We had a
Again,
blast.
If you want, everyone's like, oh man, I want to meet Kevin Smith one day. It's not that hard.
No.
He's throwing events
He
here
makes
all
it
the time.
very easy
Very
for you.
reasonable. There.
Yeah.
And then you come down, you hang out for
were
like
$65.
get a photo.
And you got stuff.
Yeah, you got stuff.
So I mean, there are no celebrities out there, and not just one celebrity, 2.
Yeah.
And 3 because Ming Chen
Well,
showed
4.
up.
Mike Zapcic was here.
Well,
so
I get paid by the hour. so
I know,
it's-
but still, it doesn't mean you're not a celebrity. So 4 people.
yeah,
Excuse me.
who you could have gotten pictures taken with you, and I think that's a pretty
Yeah, I think
excellent
it was like
value.
$60, man.
Yeah, I know, $65
Yeah, I've
for-
seen some of these meet and greets at concerts, like
Yeah, $800.
$300, $500, $800.
You want to meet Sylvester Stallone? That's going to cost you a cool cash.
I think even our friends, the Jokers, they ain't that cheap.
No,
they ain't
well,
that cheap either.
no.
So I'm just saying,
And it's not. I don't consider it cheap. I consider it
It's
undervalued.
experience.
Man.
Sure.
Yeah, Kevin
Very
is
reasonable.
and Kevin makes it such an experience for everybody, and so does Jay. They make it so that everybody walks out of here with a smile on their face.
Yeah,
And
so
it's amazing.
Come back, do all your holiday shopping here. Lots of stuff here. Very
never know when
festive
Kevin's
here.
gonna be in.
There's a tree here. There are poinsettias.
Yeah,
there are
there's-
Christmas lights.
Yeah, and
there are
it's-
ornaments.
We've got a Christmas store
There
set
are
up.
Christmas cards.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
in here. Do all your shopping. Brick and mortar. Spend your money here. Get your presents immediately. Shipping. I don't know if you've shipped anything lately. It's a mess out there.
It is.
It's a mess out there. I've been
But we
waiting.
do ship.
Sure.
So if you want to call,
You better get it. If
You better get it
If you want
now.
it shipped, get it now.
Yeah.
It's a mess out there. Let me tell you.
Or go to jayandsilentbob.com. Go to jayandsilentbob.com. They have all of they have a lot of stuff that we have in here, but they have a lot of stuff we don't. We also have stuff that they don't.
Yeah,
like
look at
those
this. Stu
carpet
Greenberg
squares.
had a great time this weekend.
Yeah.
You guys are the best.
We
Thank
are
you,
the
Stu
best.
Greenberg.
Thank you, Stu.
Thank you. Cool. I'm heading to Chicago tomorrow. C2E2, everybody.
Very cool.
Returning traditionally in March, April. Now moved up to December. We're hanging out with Amy Chu. I think our friend Chris Campano will be there. A lot of cool people. I think
Fantastic.
Ross Marquand, I believe, is a guest there as well.
Ross is amazing.
So we got
I love Ross.
a lot of friends of the family out
He
there.
was great in What If.
Yes. Can't wait to be back in
Captain
Chicago.
Carter, I'm a great fan of all of your work.
And then and just when you think I was done for the year, I'm
No.
not. Next
No.
week, Comic-Con Revolution, Ontario, California,
Crap.
Ontario Convention Center. I will be there. Chris Claremont, the Sammy Guevara, the newly crowned AEW champion.
Nice.
Sam Jones, Lou Ferrigno.
Lou
Newly
Ferrigno.
announced. I don't think they made the official announcement, but a friend of the family was booked. I may have helped a little bit. I don't know.
Who?
Brag, but I'll wait for
Oh,
the
you can't
official
say?
announcement.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You'll tell me after.
If you watch Sons of Anarchy or Walking Dead, you guys do the math.
Yeah,
You do
you'll
the-
figure it out.
You do the math.
All
He should be showing up. So not a spoiler alert. So all right, I guess we got to go.
I gotta- yeah, we got
we're
stuff to
we're
do.
late, but for something. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everybody, each week for watching.
Our love going out to George and Carol, George Perez.
Always.
Yeah,
And
like we
Godspeed.
said.
Hopefully, we'll be able to see you soon.
Yes, very soon.
Yeah. And
There you go.